Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are happy and have been enjoying your time doing exciting things. Students, we all love to be surrounded by exciting people. Don't you feel your friends should be fun-loving and exciting? As they can make you laugh anytime? Yes, we all love to be surrounded by fun-loving, exciting people as they are ever ready to try something new. They crack jokes and even make our lives exciting and happy. Dear children, do you want to meet one such exciting character? Yes, I know you all love to meet it. She is Pippi Longstocking. She is a brave, fun-loving, strong girl with a superhuman power. She is an imaginary character brought to us by Astrid Lindgren, a Swedish writer. Astrid has written many amazing stories for children. She was born on 14 November 1907 and passed away on 28 Jan 2002 at the age of 94. As I told you, Pippi is an imaginary character. But how was she originated? It happened so, Astrid's daughter, Karen, had been ill for a quite long time and she requested her mom to narrate a story. It means Karen requested Astrid to narrate a story. And so, as per her daughter's request, the writer began narrating the story about an incredibly strong, fun-loving girl. And then her daughter Karen gave that character a name, Pippi. Thereafter, Pippi became a popular character. The animated series and also the film was made on Pippi Longstocking and was liked by all. So this is how Pippi, the character, was originated by Astrid. Dear children, before I begin with the first lesson, Pippi Longstocking, I want you to tell about the new words with the meanings. So, are you all ready for that? Let us look at the clipping. So, we will begin with our first lesson, Pippi Longstocking. But before we go ahead, I want you all to know about the new words and their meanings. Socks. As you all know about socks that we wore on our foot. What about stocking? Stocking are very long socks. In the picture, you can see Pippi is wearing different color stocking in her legs. One stripes one and one red colored one. Number 2, braided. Generally, women or girl either keep their hair open or tie ponytails or in twisted hair styling. They tie their hair. So braided means plaited hair. Here you can see a girl with tightly braided hair. Now comes sidewalk. It means a paved pathway at the side of the road. It is not in the mid of the road. It is used for walking. As the vehicles run on road, a pavement is used for the persons that helps in walking. Freckles. Dear children, what kind of skin does the girl have? Does she have even skin color? No, she has patches of dark color on her skin. And what are those called? Freckles. Freckles are small patches of darker color on the skin and that is often made by the sun. Are you all ready to begin with our first lesson, Pippi Longstocking? Let's get started. Dear children, here I have underlined the new words and I'll be explaining each and every word. And I want you all to underline the new words while reading. And be attentive throughout the session so that you can answer all my questions at the end of the session. So let us begin. When Pippi entered Villa Vilecula for the first time, it was a lovely summer evening. So Pippi, the main character of the story, had entered her house, Villa Vilecula. Villa Vilecula is the name of her house. And when she entered, what time of the day it was? It was evening. And how was the weather? It was a lovely summer evening. The children next door, it means the neighbors, Tommy and Annika, were not at home. So the neighbors, Tommy and Annika, whose neighbor? Pippi's neighbor, were not at home. They had gone to visit their grandmother for a week, and so they had no idea that anybody had moved into the house next door. So Tommy and Annika had gone to their granny's place. For how many days? For a week. So Tommy and Annika had no idea who had come, who is their neighbor. On the first day, after they came home again, they stood by the gate, looking out onto the street. So, after a week, Tommy and Annika had came back to their home, and as usual, they were standing next to the gate, looking out, just to notice what is going all around them. They had no idea that there actually was a playmate so near. Mate means a friend. Playmate is a person with whom we can play. So here, Tommy and Annika got a friend with whom they can play. They were standing there considering what they should do and wondering whether anything exciting was likely to happen or whether it was going to be one of those dull days when they couldn't think of anything to play. Dull days, it means boring days. So Pippi and Annika were wondering, they were thinking whether anything exciting, anything new would happen, or it would be the boring days as usual when they had nothing to play, when they had no one to play with them. And just then the gate of Villa Vilecula opened and the little girl stepped out. Stepped out, it means came out. She was the most remarkable girl Tommy and Annika had ever seen. Remarkable, it means noticeable, extraordinary. So Tommy and Annika had noticed an extraordinary girl. And who was she? She was Pippi. She was Miss Pippi Longstocking out for her morning walk. This is the way she looked. So Pippi and Annika had noticed a girl coming out of her house, Villa Vilecula, and she was literally remarkable girl. She was an extraordinary girl. Now, in the paragraph coming after this, we'll see how Pippi looked. Her hair, the color of a carrot, was braided in two tight braids that stuck straight out. The color of her hair was red color, the color of the carrot, and she didn't have open hair. It was tied into two tight braids, and the braids were also not hanging down. Those were as tight and stuck out straight, as you can see in the picture. Her nose was the shape of a very small potato and was dotted all over with freckles. Her nose was like a shape of a potato, very small nose she had, and it was dotted all over with freckles. It means it had dark color patch on her nose. It was admitted. Admitted is, it means ensured, made sure. It was admitted that the mouth under this nose was a very wide one with strong white teeth. So she had a wide mouth with a strong white teeth. Her dress was rather unusual. Unusual, it means different, strange one. Pippi had made it herself. So Pippi had designed her own dress. She had meant it to be a blue, but there wasn't quite enough blue cloth. Enough, it means sufficient. As she didn't have sufficient blue color cloth, earlier she decided to stitch a blue color frock, but as the cloth was not sufficient, so she had put red patches all over it. Pippi had sewed little red pieces on it. Sewed, it means stitched. Red pieces on it here and there. So she had red patches on the frock. Earlier she wanted to make it a blue colored frock, but as the cloth was not sufficient, the cloth was not enough, so she had put the red color patches here and there. As you can see in the picture, how the dress looks. On her long thin leg, she wore a pair of long stocking. Long stocking, it means long socks. One brown and the other black. Both are of different color. She had on a pair of black shoes that were exactly twice as long as her feet. So the shoes what she was wearing was of bigger size. Now we'll turn the page. Her father had bought these shoes for her in South America so that Pippi would have something to grow into. So the shoes were brought by father from South America and the shoe size was bigger than of Pippi's feet. But still she loved. She loved them and she never wanted to wear any others. As the shoes were brought by her father, she loved like anything and always she liked to wear those shoes. But the thing that made Tommy and Annika open their eyes widest of all was the monkey sitting on the strange girl's shoulder. Here the phrase we have used, eyes widest of all, it means they were so shocked that they forget to blink their eyes. They forget to close their eyes and they were noticing the strange character. One strange character was Pippi and another strange character what they had noticed was the monkey. And where was the monkey sitting? It was sitting on the girl's shoulder. It was a little monkey dressed in blue pants, a yellow jacket and a white straw hat. So the monkey was also dressed beautifully in a yellow jacket and blue pants and a white straw hat. Straw, it means the thing that is made of dried grass. So its hat was made of dried grass. Pippi walked along the street with one foot on the sidewalk and the other in the gutter. So Pippi was going for her morning walk. And that was an unusual walk what Pippi was following. So one foot was on the sidewalk, was on the pavement that is on the next of the road, and the other foot was on the gutter, where the dirty which is the dirty water outlet, the drainage. So this is how Pippi was going for her morning walk. One foot on the pavement and other foot in the drainage. And who were noticing all these things? Tommy and Annika. That was really a very new thing for them. Tommy and Annika watched as long as they could see her. So they remained at their position and they were watching continuously to Pippi. In a little while she came back and now she was walking backward. So first she began forward and she didn't take a turn. As usually whenever we go for a walk, we turn back when we want to return. But as I told that Pippi is an unusual character. So all her things were in different way. She did all her things in different way. She started with a forward walk and instead of taking a turn, she came backward. That was because she didn't want to turn around to get home. When she reached Tommy's and Annika's gate, she stopped. So while coming back, while taking her backward walk, she reached Tommy and Annika's gate. The children looked at each other in silence. Here again, looking each other in silence is a phrase. When do we use it? When we have no words, when we are in utter shock, when we are in utter surprise, we use this phrase. So the children were looking at each other in silence because they were speechless. They had no word. They didn't know what to say because they hadn't seen an unusual character, a strange character like Pippi before. At last, Tommy spoke. At last, Tommy uttered. Tommy began to speak. Why did you walk backward? Why did I walk backwards? Said Pippi. Isn't this a free country? So Pippi is answering that we all are living in a free country. Can't a person walk anyway she wants to? So as we all are living in a free country, we all can decide how we want to walk. Either we can walk in a front way or we can walk in a backward way. Let me tell you that in Egypt, everybody walks that way and nobody thinks it's the least bit strange. So she started putting her point, telling that in Egypt, everybody does so. Everybody walks in this way only. And there, nobody bothers, nobody questions. How do you know? Asked Tommy. Now Tommy is again raising a question. How do you know that people of Egypt do so? You have never been to Egypt, have you? So Tommy knows that Pippi hadn't been to Egypt. I have never been to Egypt. Indeed, I have. Now Pippi is answering. How can you say? I haven't been to Egypt. I had been to. So Pippi was telling Tommy that she had gone to Egypt. That's one thing you can be sure of. I have been all over the world and seen many things stranger than people walking backward. So Pippi is making her point more clear, telling Tommy that she had been to Egypt, that she had traveled to Egypt and she had been to many different countries, and she knew what the people of different country did. I wonder what you would have said if I had come along walking on my hands the way they do in the farthest India. Farthest, it means far away. So Pippi started telling Tommy, if she would have come walking on the hands, then what would be the condition of Tommy? What Tommy would have said? So Pippi is again and again putting her points that whatever she did, she is unique in her way. Now you must be lying, said Tommy. Now Tommy was also sure that nobody could walk on the hands. So that's why Tommy started telling, now this is the thing, you are lying. This is not true. Pippi thought for a moment. Now Pippi started thinking, yes, this is too much. I have lied too much. You are right, she said sadly. I am lying. Now Pippi was caught by Tommy, and now Pippi admitted, yes, you are right. Before I end up, I would like to tell you about Pippi in short. Pippi, the brave and fun-loving character of the story, lived in Villa Villicula. Tommy and Annika were her neighbors, and the children were surprised to see and notice the unusual character as their neighbor. Pippi's styling sense was totally different. Her way of wearing the clothes, her stocking, her hair was completely different. But one admired thing was Pippi enjoyed every bit of her life in her own way. So this was all for the session. Before I proceed, I want you all to answer my questions. What is the name of Pippi's house? What were Tommy and Annika thinking while standing at their gate? Number 3, what was unusual about how Pippi went on her morning walk? Number 4, what were the color of Pippi's stocking? Number 5, the last one, why the children opened their eyes widest of all? Dear children, you don't have to note down these answers in your regular notebook. You will note down these answers somewhere in your rough notebook. So, the time has come to sign off. Be happy and confident, children, and make everyone around you happy, spreading the happiness, as I believe the children are the messengers of happiness. Let me sign off. We will resume on Thursday. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.